Hey guys, Greg at Best Choice Trailers. A few minutes ago, we just put a load of Midsotas down in the ground. I wanted to take you for a walk around this RA series by Midsota. It's a single axle. RA would be a rotating axle. So it's going to rotate down to the ground, get you a super low load angle. And some would say, well, why do I need this? Why is this better than the single axle gravity tilts in the market? And I would say it's not that one's better or whatnot. It's just they're different. They're for different applications. So this unit's going to get down to about a 4-degree load angle, where gravity tilt single axle, I believe, is in the 9 to 10 range on our single axles that we keep. So just totally different trailers. This gives you a lot, I'll say, peace of mind. Being that it does have to use hydraulics, it is power. So it would be different in that it's a power, not gravity. So I'll take you for a walk around. I've pulled the safety pin here. So we're ready to go. And let's go ahead and show you how this guy works. So I'll start out up front. This has a 2 5/16 inch adjustable cast coupler. That's the new Demco Easy Latch style. 7,000 pound drop leg jack. If you're not familiar, you've got your inner foot sleeve that would adjust via the pin, and then the outer sleeve via the top line handle. It is a fully sealed wire harness. A lot of nice little details Midsota does. One of them is they ran the wiring on the frame. It's all piped out, threaded, etc. Nicely done. They run a NOCO 110 volt charger. I actually think they're the best of what I've seen in the industry. There's some other stuff out there maybe that I haven't seen, but of the different ones, I like their stuff. That's a 5 amp hour charger as well. A lot are going to be 1 or 2 amp hour. KTI pump, interstate deep cycle marine batteries. Basically, you can plug this guy in with your cord there to house current. You've got a plug on the outside of the box. Typically on these, you're going to get like a 20-foot corded remote on these. But anyway, we've gone ahead, we've released it, put this up. Sorry, I guess we're looking to go down, right? Not up. It was already up. So it's going to take probably 5 seconds to come down. You see the axles rotate open. And that is a super low load angle. I should have pulled a single axle tilt up to show you how much lower. But I mean, you can see it's all but sitting on the ground. And you can load pretty much anything you would like on this. Traction cleats on the deck. Not sure what the floor gauge is on this. I want to say off the top of my head, I think it was 7. But again, you check our website or check manufacturer spec. It weighs in at about 1,900 pounds. So for a smaller trailer, it's got a little bit of weight to it. Our single axle gravity tilts, I want to say, run about 1,540 if I remember right. So it's probably 300-400 pounds more than those. You've got D-ring tie downs in the corners. Again, you've got the traction strip. You've got your LED lights, your bullets, reinforced on the tail, and then your frame starts going back. Being it's going to have a 7,000 pound axle, it's rated to 7,700 pounds. Some would say, well, where's that extra weight coming from? Pin weight's going to take typically 15%. They've counted a fairly conservative 10%. So realistically, you're going to be like 1,050, but they're counting 700 into the GVW, the trailer. You've got a 235 ADR16 10-ply radial tire for standard equipment. And then you've got your rotating torsion axle, tread plate fenders. You've got your never adjust hubs, and then you've got your easy lube axles. Let me see if I can pull that guy off. It's nice and warm today. I think it's 90-some degrees, so it comes off real easy. In the cold, you probably need a little screwdriver, but basically right there, you've got your grease zert, so you can do your own bearing maintenance fairly easy. They use the heavier 9/16 inch studs instead of 1/2 inch. If you're doing your own maintenance on this, I believe they call for 140 foot-pound torque on your lugs. Spare tire mount on these. Give you a nice spot to hook to as well if you need to tie off to something where the tongue comes back and wraps. Lots of little details, but the big part of this is simply that 4-degree angle. It just can't be beat. So if you've got a scissor hauler tilt or something like that, and you just don't like the angle, or you're struggling to get up on it with whatever piece of equipment you've got, this will do it. You have to check your equipment, but scissor hauler certainly I'd say is probably the most common thing, but a lot of guys got anything from trenchers, stump grinders. We got guys that take VCT floor tile up with different machines, you name it, all that little equipment. If it needs a nice low load angle, this is the ticket. So it's coming a bigger tandem axle. Tandem axle starts, I believe, at 18-foot length and goes to like 22, give or take, in a tandem 7,000 pound axle, 15.4 GVW. You can also go heavier GVWs on that as well, but single axle ideal for the lifts. If you have any questions on this, feel free to give us a shout, 717-220-4220, or you can visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com. Thanks for looking.